Hey, 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 hey. How you doing? Hey, I'm Rosemary Nonny Knight. I am the money minister and the business coach to action-oriented spiritual entrepreneurs. One hopes that if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, you're action-oriented. I support you in taking your business to six figures by the same time next year, ultimately. We get over the nonsense and get you doing clear strategy, which sometimes a lot of spiritual people miss out on doing. And so they don't get where they want to go. Okay. You can start finding out what I do by getting the Six Figure Spiritual Business book. The link is in my bio, or it's in it's there. You guys, it's around this video, the link to that. But I wanted to talk about surrender. A lot of us as spiritual people or spiritual entrepreneurs particularly, or about to be spiritual entrepreneurs, it's like when I was a pharmacist, I knew I was called to something more. I knew I was called to deliver a message on the world, things that I'd been through, but there was just this message, this desire to support and help people, and that remains to today. Okay, but this is the thing, for a lot of us, you hold back. You hold back on going full in on delivering your message to the world. You hold back. In fact, there's a part of you that almost feels like you can't quite find the words to say, to express what you really want to express. You see other people doing what you want to do, and there's a part of you that almost feels stuck. You have this message, you want to share it, but you can't get it through. You're awake. You know that people need to hear what you have to offer, but you're so stuck in your current existence, living the way you've lived for so long now that it's almost like you know you're going to have to break free of the box that other people have placed you inside of, but you struggle to do so. This is where surrender comes in. This is your life. Are you truly living it to the fullness of your potential? Or are you settling for a life that is so far less than what is possible for you? You need to surrender. You know that there's a call on your life. You need to surrender to that vision completely, to the point where you're no longer so concerned about what other people think of you, that it becomes more important to you to live in your vision than it is to ensure that everybody likes you. And none of us consciously do this, except I want you to question yourself. Why am I not fully showing up for my vision? What am I waiting for? And you can have all kinds of weird and wonderful reasons, but one of the biggest ones for most people is that, well, you have lots of people depending on you. They have a certain expectation of you that you feel you must continue to fulfill, even at the cost of living in your true design. And I say surrender. Surrender fully to your vision, recognizing that, yeah, some people are not going to like what you have to say. Some people are not going to understand why you suddenly become this person that is sharing this message that they don't. Why are you doing this? Why can't you just remain the same person that I like? Even loved ones may think you're overdoing it, you're too much, slow down, stop talking, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And you've listened to them your whole freaking life. It's time now for you to surrender to your actual vision, to surrender to what you came on this planet to actually deliver. Some of y'all are waiting for permission from your pastor, from your spiritual teacher, from who knows what, your partner, waiting for them to give you permission to finally start living out your vision, waiting for the children to grow up, for the parents to die so that you don't have to look after them anymore. And every day that you say no to your vision, you die a little more inside. And then you wonder why you're waking up every morning thinking, am I going to have to live that freaking life again? Going through the same motions over and over again, knowing that this is not what your life is supposed to be about. I call you to surrender to your vision, not to keep talking about all the things that you will one day do. I used to be that talker. One day I will do this. One day I will do the other. But then you don't do it. You're lying to yourself. I'm buying into your lies as well, except it's not doing you any good. One, Stop caring so much what other people think about you. Be prepared to lose people when you surrender fully to your vision. Because the holdback you feel inside of you, where you almost can't get the right words out to express what you really want to, it's because you're scared of what people will think of what you have to say. Be done with allowing the fear to stop you from living your true design. I see, I work with a lot of people, some in their 60s. It took them till they were 60 years old to finally realize this is not the life that I want to live. But all the while they were talking about how they would one day do it, talking to anybody that would listen, but they didn't do it until finally they realized, I can't keep talking. I actually have to live this life. I actually have to do the thing that I'm called to. I actually need to wake up. And yeah, especially if you've done 20, 30, 40 years being one particular person, and then suddenly you're waking up and becoming your real self, you're stripping off the layers. People around you are not going to get it, and they're not going to like it. And so you have to stop caring what they think about you. Stepping into your vision, stepping into being the person that actually lives out your vision, it's challenging. There will be some emotional tension, and a lot of spiritual people think that everything should always be hunky-dory, and if it isn't, if it's not going with the flow, then oh my goodness, it can't be of the divine. Nonsense. You are growing, you're stretching, of course, you're stripping off the old layers that you were comfortable under. So yeah, it's going to be tense. Lean into the tension. Stop trying to run away from it all the time. It will feel uncomfortable. Allow it to be uncomfortable for a season. Because the person you're becoming is worth it. Because the person you're becoming is who you actually are. But you have to surrender. You have to surrender to your vision fully, your purpose fully. That you will say whatever bubbles up inside of you. You will speak the words that people need to hear, regardless of how weird and wonderful it sounds to others that are used to you sounding a certain way, doing things in a certain way. And then you also need to trust, because another thing that keeps people from their destiny is that you don't trust that you'll be financially taken care of. And so then you're worried. So therefore you don't do the things, you don't surrender completely to your purpose because you're scared. And maybe for some of y'all, you have been trying to surrender to your purpose and it hasn't been financially viable because you haven't connected it with clear strategy. You've been hoping that if you just keep doing, I don't know, some kind of, I don't know, what's the word? I don't even know what the word is to use, that you keep doing what you're doing that isn't working, that somehow it will work one day. And so there's a part of you that doesn't trust anymore. You might even deeply resent the divine in some ways because you felt like I'm trying to live my purpose and I can't seem to make ends meet. But then you never asked for help. You just kept doing what obviously was not working. And because you are so enamored with people liking you, you probably didn't charge right. You would have said, oh, the divine told me to put low pricing on everything. But it's a lie. I said that yesterday. If you listen to my stream from yesterday, the divine did not ask anybody to be broke. If you're broke, it's because you haven't connected it, and you've been in business, you haven't connected your purpose with an actual strategy that will work to bring it to life. You've been doing this whole crazy spiritual thing where, if I just manifest a business, I'll just manifest money from somewhere. And you can do that a few times, but at some point you need to grow up and put a clear strategy in place and realize, there's no magic here. You live in a physical realm. You're going to need to do some physical things in order to bring that vision to life. But this demands surrender. You must surrender to your purpose fully and go all in on it, knowing that you will be financially supported, that you can trust the divine. You are one with the divine. You are powerful. You can create the stuff that you're called to create, but you must partner the wishy-washy side of things, which is not really wishy-washy, but the woo side, with the practical side. Now, you're only wishy-washy if you refuse to connect the two. You're telling yourself some story of, oh no, if the divine wanted me to succeed, it will just happen. It will just happen. No, it will not just happen. Okay? It will happen because you create it. You connect the magic, the mindset, the strategy, Do them together. That's how you become financially viable. You stop waiting for a miracle to come and save you. You are the miracle. You are the miracle. Stop waiting. If you've been in business for any length of time and you're not making six figures yet, why not? Come on now. Take it as your responsibility to change things now, because the world needs you with your vision, with your message out there. But you can't do it if you're not able to at least earn money whilst doing it, because you have to eat. Of course you do. Stop caring so much what people think of you, because that affects your pricing as well. Actually trust that you can be taken care of financially whilst living out your vision, if you will partner your purpose with strategy. Okay? And the final thing I wanted to say here is stop seeing marketing and sales as of the devil, something that spiritual people should not do. No, let's give everything away. Let's give everything away. No. You have to almost like demand that people step up to come and work with you. But also learn how to market and promote your stuff. I suppose I kind of said that in the last point, but this needs a point of its own, because sometimes we and I did this for so long. I somehow only heard when I was working with coaches, particularly in the early part of my coaching business, I only heard that, oh, just be unapologetically you. And, you have to live in your purpose, and your purpose will make room for you. And I only heard that bit. I somehow didn't hear you need to also sell. You need to also promote yourself. I mean, I've been quite good at the promoting side of things, but the moving from promoting to selling and to, getting the money in, I wasn't so good at that for quite a while. I allowed myself to suffer for quite a while because, going back to number one, I was too worried about people liking me. I wanted to build a community of people who just liked me. So what if they didn't pay me anything? They liked me. And some of y'all are doing that, except if anybody had told me I was doing it, I would have said, no way, I'm not doing that. But some of y'all are doing it and you don't know you're doing it. Business, it's straightforward. When you choose really to create a purpose-aligned business, it's actually quite straightforward to make money with it, if you are willing to do what it takes to make money with it. And it will always have a practical element to it. So stop with the wishing and that somehow you're going to press a button and, oh, I woke up and decided I was going to live my purpose, and now the money is just flowing to me because everybody knows that they need to come and work with me. It's not going to happen. You have to market, you have to sell. You have to be willing to do that in order for your business to work. And you need to see it as a business, okay? So yeah. Surrender completely to your vision. You are called. There is a message inside of you that the world does need to hear. You know it. You wake up every morning knowing that you're not fully expressed yet. You can be. Just stop caring so much what people think of you. Trust that you will be financially supported so that you're not worried about money. And then do the marketing, the selling stuff that needs to be done to grow your six-figure or more business. Stop confusing spirituality with wimpiness, okay? Or wimpiness with spirituality. Because if you're not making the money you want to make and you're calling it this because I'm a spiritual person and I feel like that I'm called to a certain kind of person that can't pay me this, or no, that's wimpiness, my love. It's wimpiness that you're calling spirituality. It's not spirituality. So please surrender fully to your vision. Bring it to life. Surrender to your purpose. Live in your purpose. You want to anyway. And there is a way to make it work. And you know what? I've said this a few years ago and I say this again. With the way like AI is coming in and all the computer stuff that people are generating and all the new ideas coming up, all the basic stuff that people do. It's like me when I was a pharmacist, all of the dispensing stuff of drugs and all of that, it's going to be taken away from you soon enough. It is going to be the ones who live in their purpose that will actually thrive in the coming economy. So you think you have choice. But at some point, what you thought you could depend on as a regular job will be taken over by a computer or some person in some country that's being paid less than you. And you'll complain about it, but you were listening to me and you didn't step up and start doing what you're actually called to do. So I have someone here saying, you're talking to me, I don't know where to start or what. Well, first and foremost, go and get the book in my bio. It's see the link in my bio because you're there on Instagram. So go and get the link in my bio, the 6-Figure Spiritual Business book. Start there. Of course, you don't know where to start. It's something new. That's fine. But if you just stay in the space of, I don't know what to do next, when I'm telling you what you can do next, and this is to everyone, okay? So I'm not speaking directly to just you, my love. Then you stay in that space forever. And sometimes people use that as a reason never to move forward. Oh, I just didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do. The next thing to do is everywhere. You Google it. There's somebody telling you what to do. But it's actually not, that's not the problem. The problem is some of the stuff that I talked about here. If you see selling as a bad thing, then you won't do it. If you see marketing as a bad thing or something I can't do, you won't do it. If you are worried that, oh, if I start marketing, my friends are going to think I'm just all about the money and I can't do that, you won't do it. Wake up and see what you're doing to yourself. You do not have to do this to yourself. Surrender to your purpose fully. Say yes to your purpose fully. So yeah, anyway, go get the book. That's step 1 for all of y'all. The first step is go get the book. The 6-Figure Spiritual Business book is on the link in my bio. Or if you look around this video, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, there's a link to it. Go and sign up for the book. Read the book. If it resonates with you, then you'll be invited to a consultation with me. We can have a chat and see about getting you out there. The world needs our help, people. The world needs our help. Let's not stay stuck in telling ourselves sad stories. You're meant for more. Claim the more. You can have an amazing life. And in the process of that, you can also help a lot of people. So please, surrender to your purpose. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for today. Share this video with someone else. Go get the book. Much amazing love, guys. Bye.